Hello and welcome to EightyEight Games plays 10 Million. 10 Million is a match 3 puzzle game developed by the studio EightyEight Games and originally released on Steam in 2013. So in 10 Million, basically what you do, it's a dungeon crawler to some extent, and the goal of the game is to get a total score of 10 million, as you know the title suggests. What you can see here is the protagonist character moving around on screen. In the top left hand corner you have the resources that you have. I believe this is gold, wood, stone and experience, and all these rooms that you see that are boarded up can be eventually upgraded with the necessary resources as well as reaching the required rank. So we'll just hop into the game, and yeah, so as you can see, enter the dungeon. Current rank is rookie. These can be increased as you attain certain milestones in your score, and the objective, learn to play. Okay, so let's just hop into it. So in the game, the character endlessly runs sort of from left to right, and the match 3 mechanics here, instead of swapping tiles, involves sliding the entire rows. So the first instruction that you get is to match swords to attack the enemy. So in such a way, yep, and you do a certain amount of damage, getting experience and resources in the process. So magical staves perform magical attack, match backpacks and kill monsters to find items. So in the same way, you can just, you know, it's a fairly basic game, involves mostly matching tiles, and along the way the obstacles do change. So on top of enemies you have things like chests here. So when you encounter a chest, these has 2 locks, and yeah, you have to match the appropriate number of key symbols to get a certain number of keys to open thing. Experiment using different items. Certain keys unlocks up to 2 locks. Alright, so you can just, you have an inventory here, clicking on it, you know, uses the item. Time. Getting hit and standing still gives a time penalty. Killing monsters, opening chests and running grants a time boost. So this aspect of the game involves you making matches that are appropriate. For example, if there are monsters, you want to match staves or swords in order to do damage. But it also encourages matching tiles as quickly as you can. So on top of these, you notice the resource nodes on the board as well. So you have the stone tiles as well as the wood tiles, and these correspond to the resources that you get, which are required to upgrade and unlock the different rooms that you've seen in the previous home screen. So the main failure state of the game occurs when essentially the screen doesn't scroll past anymore, in the sense that once you meet an objective which you have not been able to successfully pass, for example, there's a monster with a lot of health, or there's a chest and you are unable to make matches with the key symbols, eventually the screen will continue scrolling past, and if you reach the end of the screen, i.e. your characters on the left, the extreme left of the screen, then your current run in the dungeon ends. So again, the objective is to progress as far through the dungeon as you can, trying to attain as high a score as you can. So the shield icon here again is does what it does. Well, that's what it does, in the sense that the game explains it to you. If you have a shield up, whenever enemies damage you, instead of taking a penalty in the time, what the shield does, pretty self-explanatory, is to negate some of the effect. my preferred strategy in some ways is let me see. Match with resistance, repair, upgrade the castle, go by completing objectives, experience by killing monsters. So my general strategy that I use in this game is when there's some downtime, for example if you're running in between obstacles, what I would do is to match the wood and stone tiles and try to clear as much of that off the board as possible, such that there are a greater number of swords and staves, so that when you do encounter a monster, the tiles are there for you to match. I believe this will be the end of the first run, so that dinosaur looking monster is currently too difficult for us to progress beyond. So eventually you get this repeated cycle of trying to get as far as you can, getting as many resources as you can, and eventually upgrading and getting stronger, getting better, which is one aspect of the game which I really like. In the sense that beyond just a simple match 3 kind of mechanics, that the game also layers in elements of an RPG system. So for example here, let's try unlocking this room and see what we get. Yeah, looks like a gym. Trainer. So here the resource that you can use is experience to upgrade your character. So grants bonus time after you hand a roll, 10% experiencing killing monsters. So I want to get my resource production up as much as possible. So I'll just go ahead with this. You can upgrade the trainer to unlock high level skills or additional perks, but these again cost resources which I don't have at the moment. So yeah, we head into the dungeon again. So as you can see, in each difficulty rank, so to speak, there are different objectives for you, different score multipliers and different resource collection multipliers, different types of enemies as well. So objectives that you want to keep in mind here are basically match a sword tile, use an item, perform 8 double matches. So double matches occurs when you match two separate groups of tiles together at the same time with a single move. So it's the pop-ups that you can see occur when you match certain tiles. So I believe if you match 4 in a row, it's double damage. So we'll test that on the next match, hopefully. Yep. So you see that double damage from swords, and yeah, so on. I guess the thing about match 3 games is that you get certain visceral satisfaction, so to speak, from essentially just matching tiles and seeing the board gets cleared. You get your chain combos, and it's all really, really satisfying to see your score go up as well as the corresponding sound effects. I'm not sure what the item did, but since I had the objective of using an item, just used it. I believe it changed certain tiles into that of another kind, and in this particular case it was thieves, yeah. So with many chests in a row, which don't know if I can match all these in time. Okay, so that went kinda well. Oh, okay, so I'm done for this run. Score of 100,000. Pretty far from 10 million, but again, that's where you get your progression in the game as well. I believe I achieved all the objectives that were listed, so you get some gold as a reward. I don't think I have enough resources to do much at the moment. Yep, so is just another run in the dungeon and see how far you can get. So now the objective is to, again, this Master Wayfarer thing is to progress to the next rank, so achieve 60,000 points, which I believe is fairly doable. Oh yeah, so the 5 in a row unlocks the notification that I got was a triple unlock. So I do believe you get like 5 of a certain resource. In the case here, the keys when you match 5 in a row. So I believe that the score 83,000. I guess they achieved the objective of achieving 60,000 points. Again, not enough resources. There's a constant grind and a constant sense of progression, which is what I really enjoy. So you don't feel like you're just playing round after round with no real sense of progression. Oh, so the next rank unlock is Vagabond itself, Master Wayfarer, as I previously mentioned. I guess the mastery of a certain difficulty bumps you up to the next one. So you notice as you increase in rank, the score multiplier increases, which eventually allows you to attain the elusive score of 10 million eventually. Achieve for 5 chains, survive for 1.5 minutes, use an axe to damage a monster. Okay. So your items here persist over your different runs until you use them, which is a good thing I guess. But the thing is, I'm not really sure what it does. So you just have to kind of experiment and play with it. And there's not too much of a penalty. It's not a crucial life or death kind of thing when you're trying to make these matches. But getting used and getting to know what these items really do would actually help your run in the long run. Yeah. Bread. I believe bread increases the time that you have. I'll just damage him with the ball. Yeah, so as with most match 3 kind of puzzles, you need a while to get used to the different systems that are being used. In this case, sliding the entire row instead of swapping 2 tiles. And this dragon's gonna kill me probably. So yeah, it takes a while to use it, but overall really enjoyable. I love the feel of the game. And yeah, the game is progressive. Okay, so didn't achieve any of the objectives. You can just do a quick run again if you think you don't have enough resources, which you can actually see on the left hand side. And that's what you'll do. monsters, wood and stone off the board. Draw again, monsters. I mean, for now, you notice that skeletons that you encounter, or generally the monsters that you encounter so far, generally take damage from both staves and swords. I do believe later in the game they introduce monsters which are resistant to either type, so if you need to match the other type of tiles in order to do any damage to these monsters. This here? Okay, good. Fire elemental of some sort. Nope. Okay, so 2 out of 3 objectives is not bad. I think the way to get items is to match these purple chest icons. So yeah, eventually we'll get to that, hopefully. Again, back to the trainer. Actually, wood and stone, that's a small time bonus. Okay, that's useful. So let's just go with that. 420. Oh, this is 500. Let's see what I can upgrade or aim towards. 300. 300. Let's go with this one. Blacksmith. Alright, so as you can see, you can use your various resources to upgrade a character, to help you progress further, to get more resources, to upgrade a character again, to get even further, to get a higher score, and that's the general loop of the game, and eventually you get to the score of freedom of 10 million, so to speak. Just some general thoughts on the game itself. While the game was released on Steam in 2013, I do believe that it was released on mobile devices earlier, and while some people do have gripes about such ports, especially from mobile to PC, a lot of people complain that the control schemes are more suited for a touch interface, which while I do understand that some people may not be used to using a mouse, and it might be more intuitive to do your sliding motion with your on a touch screen. Generally, I feel like this doesn't really affect the quality of the game. So a good game is a good game, whatever platform you're on. So if you're really interested in this game, do pick it up on whatever platform of your choosing. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming recommendations. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.